Daddy born poor, mama was too. Walking through the snow, plastic bags on their shoes. Papa selling houses, sleeping in a car. Four babies in the backseat, underneath the stars. Well, hey, hey, let's work a little harder. Hey, hey, punching that clock with work and prayer and a little bit of luck. Make so much money, need a 10-ton truck. Ha, 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 ha.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Paul McMann here with Forex Smart Trade. So glad you could be with me this Tuesday morning, February 28th, end of the month, here at Forex Smart Trade. Our mission is to help you become the best version of yourself. And we do that by teaching you how to become a successful currency trader using our proprietary trading indicators that we hope you'll find that they're highly accurate, and we give you personalized one-on-one coaching, and we are so confident in how well our tools and training work that we provide a guarantee of sorts, and that is that once we've trained you, we'll let you trade with company money and split what you make. So with that, let's jump right in and see what we've got going this morning. Sorry about yesterday. Yesterday was our we had moved up the time to the 3:30-ish, or the 3:30, not ish, but the 3:30. And I had volunteered to help somebody deliver a stove that was for a person in need. And it took a little bit longer than, or it took a lot longer than what we anticipated. And I wasn't able to get back by the 3:30. And of course, we were in their truck, so I was kind of a hostage. So anyways, sorry about that. Person who got the stove, though, was very much in need, and so it was a good thing. All right, let's get going. We first got to start by listening to this guy.
Due to federal and state regulations, we are providing the following disclosure. Please stay tuned, as this will take less than a minute. Foreign exchange, futures, and cryptocurrency trading are highly risky, and you can lose all the money you invest should you decide to engage in live trading. We are not responsible for your investment, trading, or tax decisions. We are not licensed financial advisors, traders, accountants, stockbrokers, or attorneys. We are not licensed commodities brokers and do not engage in or facilitate commodities transactions. We are not an introducing broker, and we make no recommendation as to where you should invest or what broker you should trade with. As you apply what you learn, we recommend you seek advice from licensed professionals. Any trade results that we show should not be considered typical of our students. We do not and cannot track the results or performance of our students' private trading accounts. We do not know what a typical or average student earns or loses trading. This is not a get-rich-quick program, guaranteed system, or business opportunity. We sell training and trading tools. We make no promises our training or tools will generate future income for students, and you may not make your investment back, including your investment in this training. Any redistribution or recording of this material is strictly prohibited without advance written permission.
One of the great things about the program, or one of the things I like about the program, is that we do these sessions where at certain times of day we have a trader like me come online and walk you through their analysis. We've got a dozen different trade strategies. In the morning, we do a live trade the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern. We do another one at 10 p.m. Eastern. On Wednesday evening, we've got an advanced member meeting, which is continued training. And again, on Saturday morning, back to the basics, again, continued training. Having that accountability, having that continuous training is going to allow you to get better quicker. I work off of a checklist, and that helps keep me focused on the things I want to make sure I don't skip anything, because I find I sometimes get a little absent-minded. Every day, good practice to restart the green chart, turn it on, turn it off, so it refreshes the memory and it will let you get any current updates. At the end of every day, good practice is to review, or the beginning of the next day, to review what you did that previous day, Trades that didn't go well, go back, take a look, and figure out what it was that you missed in the analysis that made the trade not go as you expected. Sometimes you might have done everything right, and it still goes the wrong way. Last night for the overnight trade, I sent out 2 trades. Both of them closed. 11 pips on the Euro USD and 22 pips on the pound yen. I've started including a little video so that you can take a look at what I am looking at when I take that trade. As we are technical traders, we are trading based on the price action, not the fundamentals. The fundamentals is when you're looking at what the news says and trying to interpret that and see which way it's going to cause the market to move. Even though we are not trading on the news, we want to know when the news is so that we can trade around it. And we do that by looking at forexfactory.com. Forexfactory.com categorizes news events into kind of 3 categories for us. Yellow is low impact, orange is medium impact, and red is high impact. And I like to stay away from these red items. And specifically, I don't want to be holding a trade 2 hours beforehand when we hit these red items, because I can't predict which way it's going to cause the market to move if there is a move. And usually on the red items, it does cause a move. And I like to stay 2 hours in front of it, because these like numbers, hard numbers like GDP or consumer confidence, these are pre-published. Somebody's already figured these out, and they're just announcing them. And the news tends to leak out before the official announcement. So I don't want to get caught in the what do you call it? I don't want to get sucked into it. So we will not trade. We're within the 2 hours on the Canadian dollar. On the US dollar, we've got a couple hours here before we're at 8 a.m. So an hour and a half. So we'll consider that when we're looking at the trade. If I think if the trade will close within an hour or so, we'll take it. If not, we'll pass. And then any trade we take on the Australian dollar, and we probably won't take one at this time of day because it's entering evening, would be done by 7:30 tonight. So let's go ahead with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. The chart I am trading off is the light 6 major. On this trade, I am trading off of a 1 hour chart. I'd like to be 30 minutes into the chart to take the trade. That gives a signal, that gives the lines a chance to set up. On a 1 hour chart, typically a trade is going to be worth anywhere from 5 to 35 pips. That is typically the band of where the support and resistance are. And because I want to get in and get out, I am going to trade within that band of support and resistance. My sweet spot is 10, 11 pips. I am looking for trades that I can get out within 1 to 3 hours. Basically, what I'm trying to do is get all the lines to line up in a specific direction. So with that, off this 6 light major, which is one of the standard charts, we've got 6 different currency pairs, all US based. I start with the middle section of the chart, which is the majors and minors. The red and green line is the major indicator. The black and gray is the minor indicator. Horizontal blue line is the oversold line. Horizontal red line is the, horizontal blue line is the overbought line. Horizontal red line is the oversold line. When the market is oversold, that is a good time to buy. When the market is overbought, that is a good time to sell. And what I am specifically looking for is when the market's oversold, I want to catch all the lines going up, and then I want to ride the run through this channel till we get to the other side. And then once we get to the other side, when they turn and they're pointing down, I want to do the same thing. And you can see, so had we been able to catch this move, we could have easily gotten 17 pips off of it, even 20. So my goal is to catch it on one end and ride it through to the other side. So here we are overbought, and majors are still going up. Minors have started to turn, so we've got nothing there. Euro USD overbought. It started to come down, then it's turned, and now majors are going sideways, minors are going up. So we're going to pass. I want an agreement of all the lines in all three sections. So that's what my goal is. And I want to be patient enough to wait till I see it, because when I see it, it will be a good trade, a high probability trade, one that's likely to win. And if I get 2 or 3 of those a day, I will be doing very well. Pound dollar overbought, and everybody's kind of sideways, so nothing there. US Canadian dollar, we're not going to trade this, but oversold, majors coming down, minors going sideways. Dollar Swiss franc, we're just about reaching overbought, still going up. Switzerland, interestingly, hasn't experienced the levels of inflation that most of the rest of the world has. And it, not that I'm any sort of expert, but I continue to, well, I see inflation continuing to persist. It's not going away. Prices are still going up. Prices in the supply chain for things such as boxes and whatnot, packaging material are still going up, and they're going up by quite a bit. So eventually that rolls through and hits us. US yen, overbought. Majors are coming down, but minors are going up. I want all the lines going down. So we don't have agreement here. We are overbought, but it's not quite set up, and you can see it's been overbought for 5 hours. So we've kind of been floating around. It looks like we're hitting a resistance line right here. So we got nothing on this chart. So I've cloned this chart. I've got more pairs that are non-US based. Pound or euro, pound oversold. Minors are going up. Majors not yet. Australian dollar, yen overbought. Minors are starting to come down. Majors starting to roll, but not going down yet. So nothing there. We probably wouldn't trade this because both of these are in the evening right now on the Australian dollar, yen, euro, Canadian dollar. Everybody's going down, but we're a little bit more than halfway. Halfway is usually my limit on this. Can I get 10 pips off of this move? Yes, I can, but it's just not part of my trade plan. So I'm going to pass on this. But everybody's going down. The steepness on this is okay, although it looks like it's starting to kink a little bit here, where we're going from more steep to less steep. We've got all 4 here, 2 orange lines going down, and they're going down rather steeply. Blue lines are inversely related, so when blue is going up, that means buy, sell. So all 4 are telling me sell. I've got up pressure, but I've got the red on top. So I've got 8 points here. But again, my trade rule is once it hits that, once this green line crosses the halfway mark, it's not as interesting to me. Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar, just reaching oversold. It's starting to lose gas and go sideways. Pound yen. We are overbought, and majors are going sideways. Minors are starting to come down. Nothing there. Euro, Australian dollar. All right, everybody's going down, so it meets that criteria. That's criteria 1. Well, criteria 1 is that we were overbought. We are overbought. We've entered the channel, so that's 1 point. 2 points is that everybody's going down. And the third point is that the red line is on top and the black line is on top. We have that. We're not quite halfway. We're just touching, so that's okay. I will look at it, but I've got a red flag here, and the red flag is that there's a kink in the line, and we're going from more steep to less steep. I'm not crazy about that. I want it reversed. I want it from less steep to more steep. So this is kind of telling me it's losing a little bit of gas. If I look at the TNTs, thick orange is going down, thin orange is going down, 2 blues are going up. You'll notice the steepness of the orange lines isn't that great, unlike what we're seeing, say, over here at the Australian New Zealand dollar. So I got 4 points here. I've got up pressure that's starting to roll. The green line is almost horizontal. Red line is on top. So again, I've got 8 points here. I'm going to write this one down, but I don't like it because of the kink. So we've got the euro, Australian dollar, sell. Let's see what else we have. And the other thing is my trades, or the trades I take, are kind of a scarce thing. I've got to kind of pick and choose because I can't take all the trades I want to take. So I want to try to take the best trades that are available at the time. Because at any given point, I really don't like keeping more than 2 open trades based on my risk management and what I'm taking for lot size, and to keep my margin percentage at a place that is safe. Canadian dollar, yen. So here was a nice signal. Had you been able to catch it, see the steepness of the lines, the green line, see the cluster of the majors and the minors. So nice move up here. When you got to overbought, there was still way more of a push. So this is showing you that you can get, you can still get more than 10 pips when you're overbought and you take a buy. So say you took it here, that's 40 pips. In most cases, had you taken a sell once you reached overbought, you would have got stopped out because there was way more up in the move. Euro, New Zealand dollar past the halfway mark. Pound, New Zealand dollar overbought. Everybody's going down. Just entering the channel. So I got 3 points here. Overbought. Everybody's coming down. Black lines on top. Green lines on top. Red lines on top. I don't mind that the minors have gone more than halfway. I'm interested in where the majors are. So the majors are just entering the halfway mark. We've got okay steepness here. I prefer it to be a little steeper. It seems to be going from 45 to plus 45, like a little bit better than 45. So this is good. 2 orange lines going down, 2 blue lines going up. So All four of the TNTs are telling me sell, and I've got up pressure on the. I've got up pressure with the red line on top, and it's starting to roll. Green line is separating from the red line, so I get a point here. So I've got 8 points here. So let's take a look. What I want to do now is when I see if we go back to my my rules, once I see the setup, I want to confirm the setup. And I'm going to confirm the setup by looking at a 2 and the 4-hour chart to see where the positions of the lines are. So let's go take a look. Pound New Zealand dollar. So this chart is showing me multiple time periods for pair. So pound New Zealand dollar. This is what we were just looking at, the 1-hour chart. I want to see that we are oversold on the 2 and the 4. And yes, we are. We are oversold on both the 2 and the 4-hour chart. And the reason I want to see that we're oversold, overbought, is if for some reason this signal weakens, we will catch it off of the 2 and the 4-hour. It'll just take longer for the trade to execute. My goal is to get the direction right, and I don't want to lose. So if it takes a little bit longer, that's okay. So we have that. So let's save this. So once I see that the confirmation's there, I need to figure out what the trade is worth. And to figure out what the trade is worth, I want to look at just a clean chart. And to look at the clean chart, let's go here and Great Britain pound, New Zealand dollar. I want to add the support and resistance, and I want to take a look at the trend. So looking at this, what do you think the trend is? This is a buy trend. So we are trading against the trend, and you can argue that it's been a buy trend since way back here, the beginning of February, going up, up, up. There was a little pullback, and then it kept going. When I am trading against the trend, I am going to take less pips than I am if I'm trading with the trend, because I don't want to get stuck. I don't want to get stuck as it's moving in one direction. So we don't have many points to lag this to. So I'm going to pull it together so I can try to get multiple points, but it looks like it stopped here. Where's the next one? And boy, it hasn't. We don't have many points here to be able to get a good feeling. So these support and resistance spots are where it naturally the candles naturally stop, and I want to trade within this. So now I'm going to pull it back up so I can see it a little bit better. And usually they're about 40 pips apart. So we're at 96.06 to 96.53, which is about 40 pips. And then I want to know how much distance I have. So I have 36 pips down and 10 pips up. So, let's see. I'm just thinking about it while I'm looking at it. Let's go back and take a look at the chart. This is weakened since we've been looking at it. And why I'm saying it's weakened is because the line is less steep than it was when we first started. But I think we're safe in taking a sell. And let's go ahead and take 12 pips. 12 pips. Let me see where 12 pips puts us. Yeah, we'll take 12 pips. We're taking less because we're going against the trend. So let's open up our MetaTrader 4, or if you're trading with the simulator, you can go into the simulator. This is a demo account, so I'm going to open up Euro Pound. So File, New Chart. Or excuse me, Pound New Zealand Dollar. So that's going to probably be in this third group. Pound New Zealand Dollar. Pound, there's a bunch of them down here. There it is, Pound New Zealand Dollar. I want to make this the 1 hour. This account's got 8,500 in it, so I'm going to go to new order. Good rule of thumb is to just move that decimal place over 4 spots. I move this decimal place over 4 spots. That's 0.85 for my lot size. I am going to click Market Sell. It records the trade. Once the trade is recorded, I'm going to right-click on it, go to Modify or Delete. Left click. We said we wanted 12 pips. 12 pips is 120 points. I just add an extra 0. I click this little blue button and it does the math for me. And we're going to use a 3-to-1 on this. So I'm going to go to 36 pips, which is 360 points. Click the little red button. Click Modify. And I am looking at this. Hold on here. I am going to move our stop loss because I want it to be outside of this wick on the candle, because I want to decrease my chance of being stopped out. So I'm going to go a little bit above 3-to-1. So I can just grab this red line and pull it up. And I want to pull it up just above the wick. So there's less of a chance of us getting stopped out. So we took a sell on the Pound and New Zealand Dollar with a take profit of 1.96228 and a stop loss of 1.96806. So again, a sell on the Pound New Zealand Dollar with a take profit of 1.96228 and stop loss of 1.96806. I expect this to close within the next 3 hours. Let's see if we've got any questions. No questions. Okay, gang. Thanks for joining me this morning. We will do it again Thursday. All right. Bye-bye.